technology will get you into trouble here.
Hey, what's that you're hiding there?
What are you talking about?
There, on your arm. What is that?
It's an adjutor. Haven't you seen one before?
I've seen one. I've seen several. It's Elex technology, and that sort of device is forbidden to berserkers here in Goliath. Carrying a piece like that openly on your arm could get you into trouble.
I'm not carrying it. It's an implant.
An implant? Well, that gives you a reason for not removing it. Well, you don't look like an owl. Too much color in your cheeks, too much shine in your eyes. That and you've not tried to kill me. Still, best you know that should you find any other Elex technology on your travels, you should take it to the pit for disposal.
How do you get anything done without technology?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected Elex technology. And as you can see around you, we have done fine without it. A clean life. Life as it was before the comet. Life grown from mana. Now, that's a better use for Elex than building devices. So we collect technology, extract the Elex from it, and throw the scrap into the pit.
The pit?
That's where we take all forbidden technology. Once the Elex has been extracted there, it goes to the mana shrine, and the junk left over goes down into the pit. We cure the soil of Elix's poison and use it for healing. You will find our healers on the upper ring. They'll show you how we use its power.
Why not do this and use technology?
You sound like one of those technophiles, looking forward and not knowing their history. Listen, there are books from the Great Fall that say there were other ways to power machines, but that most of them poisoned the air and the soil. And so, Amric and the Forefathers decreed that all technology that poisoned our world should be forbidden. And right at the time machines were forsworn, and we started to make Magaland pure again, mana was given to us. Magic is nature's reward for our rejection of technology. And if you have magic, why would you want technology? So the Alps pump Elex into themselves, the clerics feed it to machines, and we transmute it into magic.
Surely technology makes life easier.
Such is temptation. The Alps take Elex, they get stronger, but what have they become?
Victorious. They're beating you.
In the short term. They don't even know what they're fighting for. How can they ever be victorious if they let themselves become machines? They have a love of Elex, a need for it, but as to why, if we knew that, perhaps we could talk with them. But they have retreated into Zakor, only to be seen when they come to kill. And they're changing, becoming less human. While our mana helps us cast magic, it's toxic to the Alps.
But Alps can cast magic.
Yes, Yes, now there is something I don't understand.
So if you need Elex, why do you want to get rid of it?
Ah, Amrek's paradox. We are told Elex is the center of all ills in the world, and yet it is also the cure. So we collect it, transmute it, and hope we can win the race against those who would use it for destruction. You could help us with that.
You want me to collect Elex?
You must have seen that monster made of metal that sits on the horizon? That Alb converter?
What about it?
The Albs built it to refine Elex here in Edan, but our warriors forced them to abandon it. That machine is a thing abhorrent to nature. But we can make use of it. Well, of the Elex in it. Amrek's paradox. Let's take that horror and make it magic. It won't be an easy task, but I need to get some parts from the converter that have a high Elex concentration in them. Can you do that?
And if I get caught bringing Elex into Goliath?
You have my absolute word that this is official business. I told you, we need this. Amrek and the Pilgrim agree. Magic is nature's cure. Technology, its curse. The world hearts will purify Magalan without the need for machines. It's up to us to tidy up the mess that those machines have already made.
If Elex is so bad, why do you trade using Elexit?
You mean, why not turn it into mana?
It's Elex, isn't it?
Yes, but the concentration in it is just too low to produce mana. Maybe one day we'll manage it, but until then, it's useful. Everyone spends it, so we do too. I'm glad it's the Pilgrim and the Warlord who have to decide all these things. It makes my head hurt.
So, you won't be confiscating my Elexit?
Oh, we need as much of it as possible to buy the things we need. So please, trade while you're here.
I will get you the converter parts you want.
Good. Great. Thank you. Be careful, though. Last guy we sent disappeared. He promised he'd be back quickly. Never seen again. Not permitted. Good. That's the right decision.
I found the outlaw.
Is he dead?
No, I talked to him.
Talked? Why did you talk? What did he say?
He wants you to start trading with him again.
Trading? What trading? What are you talking about? If I was trading, that would be against the law. I mean, I'd be a dead man.
About the outlaw.
What? What about him?
Why did you stop trading with him?
I wasn't trading. Trading would be illegal. Elex technology is forbidden. Trading without a license is forbidden. Trading with people outside Goliath is forbidden. Anyway, I mean, that stuff was junk. I wasn't doing any harm. And Angram is monitoring the Elex oscillations in the area.
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
Patch them up. I want to give people a chance to fight back. Ah, incomer. It would be good to talk later and hear your news. Why are people so blind? How can they stare at the same thing as you and yet see something so differently?
You think everyone should think the same way?
No, but if something is so obvious, why can't people see it? We're losing this war. Our enemies can see it, we can see it.
So, why won't anyone do anything about it?
It's not like there isn't a solution out there, a way we can win. But people stick to their old ways and new thinking be damned.
If you say so.
There's no point saying unless you're prepared to do. If you stay here, incomer, you'll have to keep your views out there. I think Goliath's walls have narrowed the opinions of everyone who lives here.
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in search of a healer? Speak now. Or have you taken a vow of silence? Your healers here? Ah, well, you will find healers among us. But you will learn we also use the name for those who heal, Magalan. Perhaps not Amric's best choice of name, but we're in the habit of using it now. We cure Magalan from the curse of Elex, and from that curse, we bring the blessing of mana. It sounds like you're doing good work. Saving our world. The only work that matters. This is the Mana Shrine, where Elex is turned from poison to nectar. One day, all Elex will come here, and Magalan will be free from its influence. Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from Elex can make the shrine a hazardous place. Please, be careful here. The power of Elex. Tell me, who are you? You've not said what you're doing here. Something brought you here, didn't it? You were drawn to this place. What are you talking about? Was it a strange sequence of events that brought you to Goliath? A disturbance, a change to your life, and now events have brought you here. You know you need to be here, but you don't yet know why, if I'm not mistaken. What brings you to me?
What do you do here, other than give free advice?
As I have already explained, I oversee the Mana Shrine here. As Amric said, our hope for Magalan is that all Elex shall become Mana, that from Mana Magalan will be reborn. From Wasteland shall spring forest, for we are the healers of the world. So, the workers bring the Elex to us, and we transmute it at the Mana Shrine. Well, that is supposed to be what happens, but people don't seem able to stick to their tasks.
How does mana help you cast magic?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, Thorold the Pilgrim has withdrawn from Elex to study its mysteries in the hope we can grow stronger. Those who cast magic will tell you that while the elves lose their emotions closing off their minds, mana opens the mind, connects you and the world.
Isn't mana addictive like Elex?
It is the power of mana that is addictive, not the substance itself. You can see that in Goliath. We don't need mana like the Alps have to have their Elex, and we use a lot less. Most of the Elex we find is given to our seedlings. Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony with the magic we use. For us, it is natural. The energy the Alps use in magic is torn from the world. It damages them, and it damages the world.
So, how do you transform Elex?
Transmute. We transmute Elex. We place the Elex in the Mana Shrine. There is something in this mountain, the way the rock was changed by the comet. As the Elex passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by Elex close to the shrine, you can feel it.
What do you do with the mana?
Our mana is everything. It is life itself. It is mana that allows us to do magic. No other faction of the free people can do that. The mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the Alps machines. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. Look around. All of this is the work of our world hearts.
World hearts?
World hearts are the center of everything we do. The heart of the berserkers. They are plants we enrich with mana. They bring the soil back to life.
Will you trade me some mana for Elex?
Gladly.
What goods have you got?
Sure.
You say people aren't doing their tasks.
Yes, the biggest problem we have is temptation. Elex corrupts people as it does the planet. Last week, 5 large pieces of Elex disappeared from the shrine before it could be transmuted, at the same time as Kral, one of our guards.
So Kral stole the Elex?
I think Kral is the thief, but thinking isn't certainty. The searches for him and the Elex have come up empty, and I have no idea why he would take the Elex.
I can find Kral for you, for a price.
Honest labor deserves reward. I can put in a good word for you with the warlords. Then, if you decide to join us, that will open the way for you. If it is shards that would help motivate you, then I can offer you payment. I know we all need to pay our way in the world. So, will you help me?
Maybe. Where would I need to start looking for Kral?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? The guards tried Ragnar's stronghold at the top of Goliath. Kral spent a lot of time up there, sitting out on the main balcony. He's a thinker. While the guards might have been there already, they aren't the best of investigators. Maybe you will have more fortune if you look there.
Just what will happen if we all begin to rely on machines?
Another one? I swear, if security had been this lax in the days of Eric Eisenfaust, we'd all be clerics. What are you seeking here, stranger? Safety? A new start? Meaning? All those things can be offered to those who accept our laws.
Who are you?
My name is Angram. It is my duty, along with the other warlords, to ensure the laws are kept and the Berserker way preserved. We offer protection to those from outside who understand that Edan is working to help Magalan. Stick to the laws, respect our ways, and you will find Goliath welcoming. Break the laws, show contempt, and punishment will follow. You will have a fair chance here if you understand that.
Tell me more about these laws.
Steal, lie, cheat, kill, and justice will be swift. But our laws are more than that. Berserker laws tell us who we are. Millions died when the comet hit. Our whole species was headed for extinction. And you've seen it out there. People are doing their best to finish that job. War, chaos, Elex technology. What chances have they given us? Nature. Rebuilding what was lost. That's the only way we can survive. Berserker laws were created to help us achieve that.
What are the Berserker laws?
They were laid down by Amrek, who founded the Berserkers. They put people before war, before machines. The only thing above us is law. So says the first article that forbids anyone from preaching of gods or machines. The second law says pure Elex is a curse on Magalan. All pure Elex and technology made from it is forbidden and must be placed in the pit. Our third law states that world hearts are sacred. No damage can be done to them or their seedlings. The fourth law says mana must be preserved. Nature can purify Elex. This has given us the gift of magic, and we must use it sparingly. The fifth law states all free people are equal. All must be given protection when it is asked for. All may repent their ways and join the Berserkers. Now, as a warlord, it is my job to keep the laws in the Pilgrim's name. So, I welcome you, incomer.
What happens when the law is broken?
The warlords will hear evidence and pronounce sentence. Trade without a license, steal or cheat, and exile will follow. Break one of the 5 laws, and justice may be harsher. Our laws preserve us, and so we must preserve the law.
Who are the Berserkers?
They're everyone you've seen in this town, and anyone beyond who believes this world can be saved. Do you want to believe that? That there's a hope? We don't need gods or machines. That forest out there, that grew from wasteland in just 200 years, from seed to tree. We are a new beginning for all.
What do you think about the clerics or the Alps?
What are we supposed to think? They're steeped in blood and governed by superstition. The clerics speak of God, but they worship their machines. And never forget that their blessed religion gave birth to the Albs. Elex corrupts all it touches. Whatever you think of the outlaws, they make no excuses for their behavior. They are out for themselves, but they believe in mankind.
Can't you use technology to help nature?
Technology is an addiction. First one machine, then another and another. It is better to live without that temptation. It's persuading the weak-minded of that. We might know technology is a weakness, but its draw is pulling in recruits. Even now, I know there is someone here in Goliath spreading the lie of the machine. They are preaching that technology will be our salvation. This damned cleric must be found and stopped.
About the cleric. I can find whoever is preaching here.
You can you? What makes you think you can succeed?
If he's looking for converts, a new face is an obvious target.
There's truth in that. Sometimes a fresh face can work when the familiar fail. Very well then. Find him. But watch your step. The polished promises of these clerics have seen many a man choose their false path. And such is the lure of machines, that I've let it be known that we've captured some of the cleric's technology. If you can't find him before midnight, then I would suggest you go to the pit around then. Let's see if this rat comes out to steal from us.
I was told there was work here.
If you have taken our laws to heart, then yes, there is something you can help me with.
I agree to follow the laws.
Visit Jorah at the pit. All the captured weaponry from the last Alb attack has been stored there. Bring me one of the Elex weapons.
I'll get you the weapon.
Follow the law and do service. Those are the only ways you will earn my trust. Speak to Jorah if you have any more questions. Now go.
Hey, watch it there! I hate it when people mess with my stuff. You think the armor in this place makes itself? Well, you wouldn't be the only one, but let me tell you, it's not true. Damned hard work makes it. My damned hard work. So don't get in my way.